Joining us now is Major in the Reserves Shitte, former security zone officer in southern Lebanon. How real is this risk that the ceasefire could actually collapse? And, what are the triggers that might push the region back into conflict, in your opinion?
Okay, well, let's analyze this in, first of all, what the Americans also that are involved, and they are actually the main force that behind this truce and ceasefire, as we call it. If the Americans were not here, we would go to immediately to continue our work, which is disarmament of Hiz-balah. That's what we want as Israelis, because we learned from October 7th that we cannot allow anymore any militia to actually endanger our civilians and our borders. And as you know, under UN 1701, UNIFIL didn't do anything to prevent Hezbollah from arming and building up military force in this border, and neither the Lebanese army did so. So we are forced to act and disarm this militia that is actually threatening our existence and security, the security of Israel. That's what we're dealing with. Mm-hmm. So Americans, Martin Ortega, sitting in this delegation, we know what she thinks about Hezbollah, and what the Americans are pushing here is peace with Israel and disarmament of this militia. This will enable the Lebanese society and Lebanese state to act and function as a healthy state, as every state in the region and in the world. Mm-hmm. And second, it will build up again the peace that we and the Lebanese, and reminding you, the Lebanese, specifically Christian Maronite, that actually formed this country and they founded this country in 1920s, they wanted from the beginning to have peace with the Israeli and the Jewish side. There is some people that don't want that, and especially were supported by Arab League and Islamic, how we call it, fanatic groups, radical groups in the region.
I'm interested to hear what role, these civilian-led talks between Israel and Lebanon play in both easing the tensions and actually exploring economic cooperation.
Well, it's very obvious. If this peace will come, we will have economic collaboration. We can have South Lebanon being built up again in a very beautiful area where can host actually tourism, industrial zones, and collaboration with the Israeli northern side as well. And this region can prosper. It has also, to remind you, an access to the gas and shores of the Mediterranean. So it can function in a big way to be an area of peace building bridges between the nations. And this peace model can actually support the other peace models in the region that are developing. But if this doesn't happen, we will go again to do what we need to do in Israel, which is disarming Hezbollah. And that will be actually cleared in a near future. And I suspect that we will go for something that is a boot in the ground for now, only maybe special commando operations or keep hitting them from the air. We don't want to go to war in wintertime. We don't want our soldiers to be injured. If we can do that from air, we will do it, and we would prefer that option, but with a larger escalation than what we see today.
All right. I'd like to thank you so much for joining us.